don't, if people can't be honest, whether it's good or bad, then it's just toxic environment, and no one wants to work in that type of environment. And honesty in the sense of, you know, um, if something happens, not passing the buck to somebody else, like it adds a layer of self accountability, forcing, like, if we're honest, there's self accountability. They're like, yeah, I could say, oh, it's somebody else's fault. But if, because honesty is so important to us, being honest adds that layer of self accountability and holding ourselves accountable, saying like, I actually screwed up. There's different initiatives that we took on this year, and we were honest about the reasons behind them. An example is like the fair pay strategy. We could have just said we want to increase, we want to give raises, like, we had a good year or something, and no one would have thought twice about it. But no, we were honest and said, hey, we realize that people maybe are not making what they should make here, so we want to fix that. And we talked about that. Sometimes honesty is good, and we had and I don't think people are used to honesty in the corporate environment, because I remember doing this video talking about why we made some of these changes, and there was some feedback from people that weren't inside Arbeit that thought we were like, something happened, that we were trying to like cover a problem, maybe, or we were trying to dampen the blow of some like thing that was going to come out in the news, maybe, that like we did something wrong or someone left and they were super mad at us. But in reality, no, we were just being honest with ourselves and honest with the people that worked here, saying, hey, this is like a problem. We realize that this is happening. And I, for one, appreciate honesty, and I hope everybody does. And that's why it's a core value here, because like, I think, being honest is super important to building trust. And if you can't be honest with your customers, if you can't be honest with people internally, that's just, that's not a good situation, in my opinion. There's times where I've said, like, should I tell people this? They're gonna, like, everyone's gonna jump ship. They're gonna be scared, like, and COVID was one of them. And it's just like, people, I think, no, people, we're in this together. And and just being honest about it, like, we need everybody's help to get through some things. There's definitely turbulence that happens internally, and being honest with people about that, I think, is important to building that, again, trust.